Alright, I'm not speaking on behalf of the entire podcast. This is just me, John, doing this. But I want to talk a little bit about the outrage that comes with new movies being released and how just strange it is to me. Um, Look, there are some truths in this world that are universal, right? And somehow they're still ignored. And there's a phrase that people like to use, which is, I'm entitled to my opinion. And that is true. You're entitled to your opinion. You are. However, when it's no longer an opinion, when it's refuted by facts, then you aren't entitled to that opinion anymore because you're backing a false fact or a lie. But whenever people are, given that kind of fact, they usually back their now false opinion even stronger than they used to. Now, I'm sure you're like, I thought this was about horror movies or movies in general or anything like that, and I'm getting there. Look, movies don't matter. They really, in the grand scheme of things, they mean very little. They're fictional stories, they're put on moving film, and they have no purpose other than entertainment. Some are used for the purpose of education, I guess, but the real job is to entertain. Some movies entertain some people, some don't entertain other people. I mean, everybody has like a moving target that keeps them entertained, but the key is to remember that when the film ends, you're back in reality. The movie it's not actually happening anymore. It broke the viewers from the reality for about 90 minutes, but now it's gone. And some people, they fill some of the voids in their lives with dedication to films. I mean, look at what we do. We review horror films. We basically take other people's work and use it as a platform for our own work. So I guess we fall into that boat. But at the end of the day, everyone has their own ideas about what makes them happy. There's no facts when it comes to movies, though. Movies are art, and even the most low grade of art, they are the most low grade of art, because their job isn't really to entertain. It's to bring in a profit, because these people, it's their jobs. It's where they make their money. So, the creators are doing this as a profession. Sure, every now and then they hit a nerve with some of their customers, which are the audience. But even if they don't, as long as they can make profit, well, they're doing their job. And fans of franchises, they tend to get outraged whenever a movie seems like a cash grab. Like they're somehow being forced to pay these people to bore them. Like somebody's taking the money right out of their pockets. Like they don't have the choice of not giving them the money. Well, you're a human being living in the real world. It baffles me. You have a choice. You can choose to see a movie. You can choose not to see a movie, and that's it. That's all that needs to happen. Either you do, or you don't. Do you need to justify yourself? No. In fact, by spending even a second of justifying one way or the other, you're giving more time out of your very short life to this movie than you should have ever considered. Especially if you don't like it. If you don't want to see it, why would you go out of your way to voice this on a daily basis? And I know the answer to this, so I don't even know why I asked it. You do this because you want to convince others to join your side. You're on some crusade to eliminate Hollywood's attempt at cashing in on things we love. How dare someone who was born in 2000 go see a new version of what you like when the original was, in your opinion, so much better? That's an assault on your taste, and you can't have that, can you? Is it because your tastes are the only ones that matter? I don't know if you knew this, but like I said before, there are some things in this world that are facts that you cannot have an opinion on. And yet some people cling to the lies because they refuse to back down in the face of fact. If you're going to act like that with facts, I'm sure it's much easier to act like that with something as vague as their taste. What it comes down to is this, though. If a movie is coming out and it entertains just one person, only one, or makes the people who created this movie any amount of money at all, then there's no fact to say it's good or bad. You can't definitively say that it is good or bad. You can say, I didn't like it or I did like it. Or in the case of what I'm talking about, which I think we all figured out by now is Ghostbusters, I didn't even try to like it. My mind was made up before I even tried. The thing you cannot say for sure, if one person likes it is bad. It's bad to you, but it is not universally bad. That's what's going to happen with this movie. Why is it this movie? Why this movie? I don't know. It's no different than anything that's ever come out of Hollywood. It's a movie being made to make a profit based on fictional characters that were created and are being used again. What's the proper way to use these characters and ideas? Well, since everyone has an opinion that differs, and since there's no stated fact that can end all arguments, there is no proper way to use them. They can be used in any way by anyone for anything. If you don't like it, that's on you, that's fine. If you do like it, that's fine. That's part of the movie-going experience. And when it's over, it's over. If this movie succeeds, the world goes on. If the movie fails, the world goes on. But I think some people are treating this like if it fails, then they're somehow justified. Like their life is justified. And I don't get it, because like many things in today's world, a week after this comes out, everybody's going to forget about all this shit. Nobody's going to care. There's going to be some other ridiculous small news story that has everybody arguing and throwing their 2 cents in vigorously, when the truth is there is no fact about it. There's no fact. So you can say you have an opinion, but you can't say that it's a fact. And by the way, I am going to go see it because that's my favorite movie. And, well, this new one isn't because I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's going to be my favorite or not, but the original is my favorite movie. So, you could, I've said this a million times, you could slap that logo on a pile of dog shit and play the theme, and I'd watch it. Because I just like the idea and the concept so much that I don't care who's doing what, how. There's no sacredness to it. If it's the logo, it's like a sports team to me. Like, I'm a huge Penguins fan. You could put a bunch of jerks on that team, and I'm not going to root for the jerks, but the logo. I guess I kind of get suckered into that, and it's not necessarily a good thing, but that's how I am. That's not how anybody else has to be. And I'm not going around telling people that they're jerks or they're idiots for wanting to see this, or that the people who are making it are morons or anything like that. The people who are making this are going to make money off of it. And that's their job. They're not going to get your money, maybe, or maybe they will, but they're still going to make money. And at the end of the day, you're still going to have to go to work on Monday, just like everybody else. So, hopefully, you relax a little bit now.